the situation in the world is rather grim. We have a situation where we may well be at risk of a double dip. We are also, in any case, it is very likely that there will be a further slowdown. We know that this has been the case in much of the developed world, but it is also likely to affect much of the developing world. There does not seem to be the collective will. For the first time in recent years, the Chinese manufacturing sector actually shrunk in the recent period. This is ominous. We already know that growth in 2011 in China, India, and some of the larger economies which have done reasonably well in the crisis have actually reduced, and it is very likely that this will continue to be the case in the days in the period ahead.
We are at the brink of a possible new recession, though our baseline still assumes that the global economy may, as we call it in the report, muddle through in the next 2 years, in the sense of that maybe the sovereign debt crisis in Europe can be contained to some extent, and also the problems in the US economy will not worsen by much more. But that means that we're still in problems, in the sense that economic growth is very meager. It has slowed down already this year from the recovery that we've seen in 2010. So even with the baseline outlook, we have a very meager recovery. What we also recommend is much stronger action in terms of concerted actions in terms of the monetary stimulus to avoid the volatility in financial markets and exchange rate markets that we've seen over the past year. If that would work out, then in our more optimistic scenario, and it may be optimistic because of the gridlock in the coordination at the level of the G20 and the current political stances that more augur for fiscal austerity. But if we do get indeed more policy coordination, then we project that global growth could move back up to the 4% where we were in 2010 and also the years before the crisis.
If governments could go, for example,